to introduce what we are calling citizens accountability audits, Mr. Speaker. You know, I've stated here, Mr. Speaker, how sad me and many residents of the county government of the county of Nyamira are, because we are standing at the risk, Mr. Speaker, of losing FLOCA money because of poor management of those funds by the executive in the county government of Nyamira. So I'm a bit impressed by this attempt in Article 32 that points towards giving the people of Kenya some window of pushing for audit on some of some of the areas where it is evident that public money has been misused. Now, Mr. Speaker, can you imagine the CS Treasury wrote a letter to EACC in October last year, asking them to go and conduct some investigations on the usage of FLOCA money in the county government of Nyamira. As we are speaking today, Mr. Speaker, you saw the embarrassment I went through when we were at the retreat in Naivasha. Peter, who is in charge of FLOCA money, was pointing at me and saying, your account, you in Nyamira, we have closed the accounts. Mr. Speaker, I don't manage resources in Nyamira, Mr. Speaker. If anything, after that, I went to plead with Peter and urged him to push EACC to go after the people who have stolen that money, but have sympathy on the people of Nyamira by allowing funds to go, but we go after the criminals, Mr. Speaker. Because when you have a blanket suspension of disbursement of money to Nyamira, Mr. Speaker, the governor is smiling. You know, I told Peter, please knock on the doors of EACC or DCI. They go for that one human being who has stolen that money from the people of Nyamira. But the poor women, Mr. Speaker, who need to be supported by FLOCA should get the money. And I had a sitting with Peter, and they assured me that maybe by end of this month or early March,